The first thing I heard was my brother's voice. Too calm, too pleased with itself. "You're back early," he said, standing in my parents' living room like he belonged there more than I ever had. I hadn't even put my bag down yet. Then I saw her. She was sitting on the couch, legs crossed, ring on her finger. My ring, except it wasn't, bigger stone, louder statement. She looked up at me with a smile that didn't quite land in her eyes. The room smelled like expensive cologne and celebration leftovers. Champagne corks, flowers already wilting. My mother was crying. My father wouldn't meet my eyes. My brother cleared his throat. "I want you to meet my wife." "Wife!" The word echoed longer than it should have. I felt something cold move through me. Not pain, not anger, recognition. Because the woman sitting there smiled the way my fiancé never did. And when she stood, she hugged me too carefully, like someone afraid of being found out. I laughed. Not loudly, not hysterically, just once. And everyone froze. I had spent 2 years overseas. Clinics with no electricity. Villages that didn't remember birthdays. Nights where I slept with my phone in my hand waiting for her messages. I proposed before I left, because I trusted time to hold us together. Apparently, money held her better. They told me everything all at once. How she'd been lonely. How my brother had stepped up. How love was complicated. How they didn't want to distract me while I was doing good work. My parents said nothing about consent, or loyalty, or blood. I watched her fingers twist around that ring. She avoided my eyes now. I told myself it was shock. But it wasn't. It was something else scratching at the back of my skull. A detail that didn't fit. A cadence that was wrong. Her laugh came half a second late. Her accent, barely there, but wrong. That night, I lay in my childhood bedroom, staring at the ceiling. I replayed every message she'd sent me over 2 years. Every photo. Every voice note. And I realized something terrifying. She'd stopped using video calls months ago. I didn't confront anyone. I smiled. I congratulated them. I let my brother pour me a drink and clap, me on the shoulder like he'd won something fair. Inside, I slowed everything down. I asked questions that sounded harmless. When did they meet? Where was the wedding? Who signed the documents? I watched her hands when she answered. The pause before certain words. The way she mirrored my brother's posture instead of mine. I checked our old shared cloud. Photos I remembered taking together. Gone. Replaced with newer ones. Similar angles. Same smile. Different woman. I hired a private lab under a false name. Had a souvenir shipped to me from our apartment. A hairbrush she'd supposedly forgotten. I already had something of my fiancé's from before I left. The results took 11 days. I slept fine. When the envelope arrived, I didn't open it immediately. I made coffee. I sat at the table. I breathed. Then I read it once and smiled. That weekend, my parents hosted a dinner, a celebration for the newlyweds. My brother couldn't stop grinning. He kept calling her my wife, like he needed to hear it out loud. I waited until dessert. Then I slid the envelope across the table. Not to him, to her. "You might want to read that," I said. She opened it halfway. Then her face drained. Her hand shook. Just once. My brother laughed nervously. "What is this? Some kind of joke?" I leaned back. "No, just confirmation." She stood up abruptly. The chair scraped. My mother gasped. "She isn't who you think she is," I said calmly. "She never was." I looked at her. Really looked. "You're her sister," I said. "Identical. Same face. Different fingerprints. Different DNA markers. Different marriage history." Silence. My brother's smile collapsed. "What the hell are you talking about?" "She used her sister's identity," I continued. "The one I was engaged to. The one who didn't want to marry for love anymore. She wanted money. She sent you this one instead." I watched him turn to her. "Tell him," I said softly. "Tell him why the passport didn't match. Why you never met his friends. Why you rushed the wedding." She cried, loudly, messily. It didn't help her. I stood. "The woman you married," I said, "is legally married already. To someone else. In another country. Under another name." My brother's face went gray. "And the woman I loved?" I finished. "She signed over her life for convenience." I let the law handle the rest. I walked out while they argued behind me, voices cracking, ears collapsing. Outside, the air felt clean. I didn't take revenge. I didn't need to. I just told the truth and walked away, knowing the woman my brother married was never mine to lose.